It's daytime. The lights are still on, the floodlights. My camera says 7:51 a.m., but I think it's 6:51 a.m. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The cats are jumpy. They get fed so much. I wonder what the day will bring today. It's Wednesday. Let's check and see if there's still lemons. Yeah, there's one. We had 2 lemons. After the freeze a few years ago, we finally are getting 2 lemons. Yep, that's the second one. Let's see if we still have the mandarins. Yep. We put the camera there so the neighbor won't steal them. 1, 2, 3. This one is getting a little bit yellowish. There's one gone. We have 11. And let me show you our well. Well. That caught. I just woke up a few minutes ago. I thought I'd take you on a tour a little bit. I hope there's no gunshot. It's back here. My battery is flashing, but I took one with me. Yep, that's our well. Tree about to fall. Hope it doesn't fall on the pipe. It's resting on another tree. I tell you, it's a jungle out here. Cats followed. It smells a bit weird out here. Oh gee, I lost my battery. I didn't think the hole was big enough, but it is. Almost at the effort. I didn't bring my eyeglasses along. That's the camera we set up. So if the mandarins are gone, hopefully we can catch the thief. Oh, it is 8 o'clock. I got the grow light. I think the herbs are not getting enough light out here. I got my Lindenblütentee. I put it by the heater. It's nice and warm in the morning. My husband makes it right before we go to bed. I was too tired last night to take my calming medicine, my valerian. We didn't finish the laundry. We didn't finish putting more tarps across in case he shoots in, but the bullets were up high above the tarps anyway when he shoots in here. We let everything overgrow because of the neighbors sneaking over here. And it's more protection from the bullets. We abandoned our walkway here. Ever since the other tree fell, we had to cut this, clear this, to walk away from, keep our distance from the tree falling. But we don't walk there anymore. That's the bicycle I did the lollipop video on. The gypsy one. Got a lot of views, thank you. Trees are overgrowing. Blocked the view of the surveillance camera. Here too. There's a scent of these flowers in the air. I wonder what they are called. I think the leaves burn my skin. The scent isn't too bad though. The neighbor pulled this out, it's part of the trailer. And he put this tent in our rental, the one we wanted to rent out. When I bought it, there was no dent in it. He must have come over once when we were shopping. The bullet holes in the window also, that weren't there. I hope there's no snakes under there. I should have better shoes. Lots of ivy everywhere. Let me show you the window and the damage a bit closer. Well, let me show you. You can get killed living here. And they're police themselves, and the son does it. The father would protect him. See, this is way more pulled out now. Also on the side. This metal piece. He tries to destroy our property. Steal from us. Hurt us because we complain about his shooting. His really, really, really loud gunshots, and the father's, the police's really loud explosions that shake the house literally. So that's why we abandoned this whole place over here. We're safer over at the trailer. We call it the guest house. That's why we bought it. And that's where he sneaks in, keeps breaking the fence. We kept this on to keep the rats out. He made a new walkway. Oops, getting caught in my hair. Made a walkway through here to get over here more easily. That's their house, that close. That's how he came over here. Watched us leaving to the guest house that night, and then he stole from us my external hard drives, photo albums from Switzerland, my prescription eyeglasses and all. Recently he took this license plate off the car. The Jaguar is still there. And the back window was all broken one time, so we just let it rot. The car covered with a tarp. He took it off. I think it got shot into. The whole window is just totally ruined. I'll try and show you another day. We had a microphone here. Probably got chewed through or cut by him. I'm going back. My husband is still sleeping. I think I'll put some makeup on. I look a little bit nicer, probably with makeup. Oh, we just left the house. We just left it. The beautiful magnolia tree is still here. And the big bamboo is back there. Let me show you. Let's see how much more overgrown it is now over here on the hill. That's the tarps I showed you earlier. The former owner burnt his garbage here on that hill. You see, we let it overgrow. Got some cracking. We let it overgrow so that we know when he walks through here. Now I do get a bit scared. Probably just some raccoon or something. Not my husband, he'd be calling me. I brought one battery along. This camera stopped working, the one that's overlooking this. Doesn't see much anyway. The camera would have to go way higher. My ears kind of closed, has been at night and in the morning, so can't hear all that well. I'll go back to the other bamboo that's been growing. I'll show you. That's the trailer we live in. And there's a shed back here. I don't see anybody. Hope I don't get shot at. To pray for protection. Not from wild animals, but from vicious neighbors. You see that shed? We used to have Nanny and our goat. Took this camera down. We tried to put it over here somewhere. We must have put it at a different place so he can come back here easily. Yeah, without being seen. There's one camera here. Looks like some vine growing around it. We covered the connections because of the rain. That's where he comes in, down here. By the shed and the bamboo, and the house is over here. At the barn I did the old man, he's snoring lollipop video. Fell in. Let me show you. Always trying to do surveillance cameras. Wires get chewed through. I've spent a lot of money in the past. I never hooked this camera up, didn't have enough wires. This camera wire broke. Still hear some crackling. Must be Al waking up. The neighbor should stay on his own land. This bathtub has been here for years, ever since we bought it. There's some sort of oil in it. It's always been this way. That's how we bought it. Stuff just like that. And that's the neighbor. That's where he comes through those woods right there. Then he pushes down the fence and climbs in. They used to have a gun shop over there. It was shooting horrible. People come and practice shooting. Just absolutely horrible. I have a really dry mouth. I wonder what I did with my tea. I left it at the trailer, I guess. The smells are pretty bad here too. They always spray paint. It's terrible. Lack of some sort. Some smells make you nearly pass out. I come over here. It smells pretty weird. Not like paint, but really weird. Ooh. And he's police and he does marijuana like crazy. The father. But he has the whole barn full of it. He climbs over, you see. Mostly right here. He pushed all that down. We had all of that pulled up. Some of it is the tree and bushes going over it though. This pole is really pushed in too. It's not even rotten. The one next to it is, but really pushed in. I think it freaks me out too. You see the shed and the barn. I mean, not the barn. The barn fell apart. That's the little shed from Nanny, and that's some storage shed. And it's always walked on. You see that walkway? That's not from us. We never walk here. You see that walkway? He comes from back there, climbs the fence, Even though we fixed it and said no trespassing, they got really mad at us about that. And when we put cameras up, he actually ruined the camera. Hold on. He ruined the camera by shining a laser on it. We figured that out. I put my froggy here. Ouch, and I hurt myself on this. Ow. That rusty wire got me now. Whoa, stick in the air. Almost said the F word. No, the pole is probably just worn out. But still it seems pretty weird. Sometimes you don't know what's what. I hope I'm not bleeding. Train going by. I like it better to put my hair up. I'm going back home. I'm going this way. That's the barn, the tarps. And the Mexicans are over here, and Ed lives over here. Everything is overgrown. All the cameras we put up, you can only see him if he comes close. I don't even know the camera is way up there. We don't have a camera down here. This bottle has been here for ages. We've moved it. It ends up over here again. It's been just like this. Ed cut down our tree on the corner. That's the only tree we could have filmed the neighbor, the police neighbor, shooting, but he would have just shut the camera or done something. Come from the back. And then a tree fell. The neighbors just came and just walked on our land. My husband said they could. He told me. I was surprised they did. But he said that he told them. So you heard the chainsaw all the time, and then they took the oak tree away. They bring in more and more mobile homes over there. I think people from the city move up here. They don't bother us, so that's the tarps we put up. Because you see, when he comes from back here, he could always look in and watch us all the time. I always saw a blue light back there. There's a light back here. We were in the process of fixing the microphone back there and put up another light. The shower never really worked out. It was always too cold. We chose to bathe somewhere else because of all the trees. Oh, there's a squirrel. Some of it didn't work out so well. We zip tied them almost all, but one. I know why the lights are still on, because we redid the electric last night. Got some lights out here again because the electric cord burned up, and so we had to buy another one. And then I asked my husband to leave the rest till today on the daylight because I was so very tired. Guess who? I come back home and there's no internet. Always terrible trouble. AT&T. They don't surf as well. The battery turned off. So they don't give us internet all the time. Sometimes a whole day without internet, and it always goes in and out just like that when you're ready to do your shopping or whatever. It's not right.